Joseph, as Meredith mentioned earlier, several Republican senators met with the president for lunch. Attendees included Mitt Romney and Susan Collins, who've not given full support to the president. And as we know, senators are the jurors in a potential impeachment trial. Is there any appearance issue that a White House meeting with these senators may create?
I mean, I think that if there's one casualty in this whole process, it's the perception of fairness. I mean, I think rightly or wrongly, a lot of people watching have gotten the sense that the deck is stacked. And I think you're going to hear what you hear from Republicans now on the House side during the impeachment process. You may hear from Democrats when the Republican-controlled Senate controls the trial and controls the evidence and the rules and the witness list and that sort of thing. So as far as jurors meeting with the president, of course, the perception is terrible. The appearance, then this would never fly in any kind of criminal legal proceeding. But here, in a political proceeding, beyond perceptions, there's really no parameters, right? There's no rules. There's no one to step in and say, hey, you can't do that. So it will proceed, and ultimately the American public will judge how the House and the Senate and individual members have conducted themselves throughout this whole entire process.
It's interesting how you say the perception of fairness, of impartiality is gone, I think, probably from both sides. You know, the Republicans think the Democrats are being totally unfair, and the Democrats think the Republicans are closing ranks and not listening to any evidence. So it's very calcified right now. Mike, what are Democrats doing to sway their Republican colleagues to vote against the president? Is there anything they can do at this point?
Well, I don't think that that's necessarily what the game they're playing right now. I think Adam Schiff in his closing remarks today made a very impassioned case. He asked, where are the Howard Bakers today? That's a reference to Senator Howard Baker, who in 1974 at the Senate Watergate hearings asked, what did the president know and when did he know it? And he was one of the Republican senators who sort of took a detached approach to this. He did not serve as a defender of President Nixon. And ultimately, it was Republican senators in 1974 who convinced Nixon that he was going to be impeached and removed, and convinced him to resign. I think it became clear today that that's not going to happen. You saw Will Hurd, a member of the Intelligence Committee, say on the dais at the hearing that he didn't see anything impeachable. Will Hurd is one of the Republicans that Democrats thought could be convinced. I think he made pretty clear today that he hadn't been convinced. What I did hear among Democrats today, me and my colleagues spoke to more than 20 of them, is that they believe that the case has been made. They don't see any large factual gaps that need to be filled here. I'm hearing that, yes, it would be nice to have Mike Pompeo, Mick Mulvaney, John Bolton come in and testify, but Democrats don't see that as crucial. For the most part, they feel ready to go. I think we're going to see proceedings in the Judiciary Committee next month, and I think that they're very clearly on a trajectory toward impeachment.
All right, moving right along then. Major Garrett, Meredith McGraw, Mike DeBonis, and Joseph Moreno, thanks to all of you. We really appreciate it.